Should we do our E3 wrap up now?
Sure.
I don't know. Like I have a few questions from people. I don't have anything else besides this to go off of. But Shipwreck, did you have? I thought maybe we could give some general closing thoughts of the show for people who aren't going to listen.
I was not there.
I know you weren't there. I did notice people asked for you, Wombat. I'd say 5 people asked where Wombat was. Is that accurate, Chip, or more?
That's in the range.
It could be more. Actually, it's probably more than that. I'd say it's probably closer to 8.
Now, when you say people, do you mean like randos, or do you mean like you'd go into a meeting and they'd go, "Where's Wombat?"
At both. I'm including everybody.
Including mainly the first.
Right. And Shipwreck asked 3 times. Right. Also.
Hey, what time is Wombat coming to breakfast?
Right. How come my fries are still on my plate?
Nobody took any food off my plate the entire E3.
Whatever, you missed me.
Oh, we had some good food though.
I bet.
But maybe not. Well, it was a good year for food. So yeah, I was saying, Ship, did you have any like general thoughts and general things you wanted to say, or for people who aren't going to listen to the audio boost?
I thought it was a really well run E3 this year, for us at least. Mm-hmm. All the meetings began and ended on time. It was easy to get in and out of the convention center.
Yeah, if you had a meeting at the very start of the show and you got to the show like, half an hour before the show opened, which is a reasonable amount of time, I think, to expect somebody to wait before getting into E3 to get to an appointment, you were fine.
Yeah, first day, our first appointment was Nintendo, and we got there like within 5 minutes, and that's like in the very like as far as you can walk in one of the halls.
Well, it helped that everybody was running towards Nintendo.
That was enjoyable to watch as well.
It's going with the flow of the stream. But they had security this year, and people, somehow it wasn't a disaster. If you didn't have a bag, you were able to get in pretty quickly. Now,
I'm interested to see. I've read a few things since we've been back about how the experience was for the gamers, the Gamer Pass people. Is that what it was called?
Oh, okay. I haven't read anything, so I don't know.
A lot of long lines and frustrations still, because people just don't they don't understand that it's all, a lot of it is behind closed doors, and there's meetings, and so when you buy a $250 ticket to go look at all the new games, and
you have to wait online.
Yeah, you got to wait 4 hours to play 10 minutes of a game. It might not be the best experience still for people.
I remember walking by people sitting down online to play like.
There was a 3-hour line to play Call of Duty.
Right. And it's fucking Call of Duty. You know what it is. It's not like some fucking earth-shattering, groundbreaking experience that you're gonna have to wait a long time to get at home. It's fucking Call of Duty, and yet there wasn't that much to do. For just the general public, they shouldn't be charged, either not charging as much money, or I don't know, like an arcade. How about like a whole separate room of just like arcade?
How about a separate convention?
Well, there's plenty of those. I still don't understand how E3 can turn into both with anywhere near its current setup. It's just not. It's not doable.
It can't be fun, yeah.
Right. But I hope everybody that paid at least had a good time and saw some stuff.
Well, didn't we run into some people that were CAGs, and
I think so.
Was that last year? I feel like we did, and we asked them how it was going, and they said basically what we just said, that there were long lines, and I don't know. People were buying a lot of loot boxes, though. Unlicensed loot boxes.
Yeah. That was weird.
Like cardboard boxes in the shape of controllers.
Like $150 loot boxes.
And so wait, it was just a cardboard box with nothing in it?
No,
blind box, like a blind box.
Some Funkos or something in it. You're not,
like a loot crate.
Yeah,
you're buying a loot crate.
Oh, okay, thank you.
An unlicensed loot crate, even though the box looks like an Overwatch loot box and has like the symbol on it.
And what was inside? Was it Overwatch?
Yeah.
Okay.
They had
so
like all different kinds.
Some
They had
I don't know if they were all entirely themed. I think some of the stuff could be Overwatch inside of it if you got the Overwatch box.
I thought that they were all themed.
I saw some people opening some of those up.
There might have been multiple vendors to make selling.
There
those.
was 2 different vendors that were selling.
Did you buy any of the? I saw that Xbox had a little shop in there.
I bought a plushie for Ty, a Minecraft plushie.
Okay, that sounds reasonable. I was looking at the Xbox shirts, and they were all black and white, and none of them were had the standard Xbox logo, and none of them were green, and I thought that was weird.
They didn't have any kid sizes, so I didn't even pay attention.
Yeah,
I'm just in there.
I'm interested to see how that did for them this year as well, being all self-contained and off the show floor. And
I know people didn't appreciate waiting in this direct sunlight for several hours.
Right, they eventually got umbrellas to those people, but I'm wondering if they got the eyeballs that they wanted, because you really had to go out of your way, make an effort to get to Microsoft.
Yeah, separate building. I don't know how that all works out, but yeah, I thought it was a good show.
No, I thought it was one of my favorite E3s so far. I think
So what was your game of show?
Those ribs were real good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
The ribs were up there.
Some beef ribs.
Oh, beef ribs.
I think those were beef ribs, weren't they?
Yeah.
They were pretty.
Were they
beefy.
the size of your thigh, or were they the size of your hand?
Hand.
Then those may have been pork.
They were pork. They were definitely pork.
No.
Game of show. I don't know. We probably talked about it in one of the audio booths. Spider-Man's really good. Control, I thought looked.
Did you
really
look
good.
at the Fallout 76?
No.
They didn't have. We didn't have an appointment, so we didn't see anything behind closed doors. But they didn't have it on the floor. They just had like a.
They had a whole like setup and everything, but I think the games they had on
no game.
No, they had Rage. You could play Rage.
No, I mean no Fallout 76.
Oh, I don't think so. Maybe playing some trailers or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we didn't see the Cyberpunk game, but that game's not coming out for a long time.
That game doesn't exist. So,
well, it exists, but it's like
not without a release date.
The crazy thing is, like, okay, there's somewhere between it not existing and people getting like looking what the specs were for the demo machine and making decisions on how they're going to spec out their machine when the game comes out. That's crazy talk. Like, why those numbers mean nothing. That game is so far from finished. It's like, what are you doing?
My grandkids will enjoy that game.
No, come on. Anyway,
grandkids. They're going to be playing that and Beyond Good and Evil 2.
I think that Shipwreck does a really good job scheduling, and so everything went really smooth, and that's why
I know how to like keep us close. Like we're never like running to get to our next appointment. It's usually just like, oh, it's right next door.
Yeah, he does a good job. So yeah, I mean, so sometimes you have an appointment with someone who's maybe not like high on your list, but hey, they're right next door to.
So
Activision.
Who was the worst person you saw at E3?
The worst person? What does that mean?
I don't know.
We had an appointment with Nick Robinson at the Tetris. He seemed okay. He didn't send me any dick pics or anything.
As far as you know.
I checked. I was hoping.
Who was the best person you saw at E3?
The best person? I don't know. There were so many best people.
It
was nice to see Mark McDonald.
Everybody was just in a good mood to like be at E3 and not be on Twitter. I think is
not looking
is
at
the general
news.
mood of this E3. I think.
Totally. Yeah, and also especially and also being extra happy at night because it was nice and cool, and there were good parties to go to that were.
How was did Marshmallow perform? Did you see Marshmallow?
He performed at the Fortnite party.
Nice. Did he play his song? Did he play Wolves?
I don't think that's his song.
That's his song with Selena Gomez.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. He did the ritual and I don't know. And he had a lot of seizure-inducing lights.
Nice.
I like Mike Relm, who I found out was the DJ who opened and
Who's
also
the
played
rapper?
again later. No, the rapper was Logic and I forgot the other guy. I know the rest.
Staples.
Staples is the guy's name?
Keith, I think.
The guy who like was telling us to fuck
Kevin?
off, basically.
Is he related to the Staple Singers?
I don't know, but he did it for the money. He let us know he was there for the money, and that if you're using a mouse in 2018, there's something wrong with you.
What should I be using?
And well, like an
Vince.
iPad or
Vince Staples.
which Vince Staples.
Vince Staples. You know his song, Wombat. You're Dead to Me from the Black Panther soundtrack.
Oh, okay.
He played that.
He did it.
He did it
Gotcha.
But he made fun of us
for singing Black Panther.
before singing it.
Right.
And then Logic came out and then was like poo-pooing the other guy for making fun of us. He stood up for us.
Sounds
And then
like
they
a
fought.
nice guy.
There was a gunfight in the parking lot.
If you type Vince into Google, he's the third thing that comes up.
Third most famous Vince.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yep.
Except for the fact that he was making fun of the people who hired him. That's not so cool.
Well, nobody's perfect.
Here's some E3 questions.
Sure.
At Mikhail M writes in and asks, was there a playable demo of The Last of Us? Did you get to play it? Thoughts? I don't think there was.
There
I
was
think
not.
There was not. I don't think that game's coming out for a minute. So let's put that one in the back of our minds for a little while. At Tim Utley, I don't even know this. What are the top three Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo do you think had the best showing at E3? What games did you see at E3 that surprised you the most? I think we were surprised that Nintendo showed so little. We had a rare appointment, and like when FIFA is on the list of games that they're showing you, five of the 5 games that they're showing you, then an Overcooked 2, which we love, but it's not everywhere. And so, yeah, I don't know. I thought we were sort of thought that they didn't have like such a great showing. Who's the best showing?
Microsoft had the best press conference by far.
See, I haven't even watched it.
It had 50 games in it or something. Like a whole bunch of games that you're going to play. A lot of them are going to be on PlayStation as well, but they were shown in the Microsoft press conference. So they get credit for that, I guess, as having the best press conference. I think, I don't know, all 3 of them showed what they needed to show, I think. Sony didn't show much because they're getting all the same games that Microsoft showed. And they're winning.
So they just focused on their exclusives mostly and a nice party afterwards for the people who were there, which goes a long way.
Nintendo, they did the same thing they've been doing for 3 years now. They concentrate on their one big release. 2 years ago it was Zelda, then it was Mario, and now it's Smash Brothers.
Yeah, all Warios. Or the Waluigis or whatever that people care about.
All right.
I'm trying to think of a game that surprised us like in a positive way. Can you think of?
What about the Tetris Restris?
I was surprised about how bad I was.
I was surprised by how bad Tetris Cheapy was, but
it's pretty impressive how bad I am at that game.
No, it's very cool. There's no.
I was expecting it to be cool, knowing the pedigree of the people.
Okay, well then never mind. Sorry that it was such a big.
I wasn't. I didn't. I gotta
Next
say
time, stay
that
home.
I will say that I did not have a lot of surprises.
It's hard to surprise us much anymore. Like they've figured out how to make video games at this point. Like
they got it down to a literal science.
As someone who was not there, I could tell you nothing was announced that made me go, ooh. Well, that's the next thing I need to buy.
I liked that. We knew that there was a Remedy game going in because we scheduled an appointment for it. But I liked that it was a full big title. Like I was a little bit concerned that we were going to get like a budget Remedy game or something.
A value.
Yeah, like a value.
Fable Forever. A new card game. No, yeah, that was cool.
Except we were surprised that Ubisoft has a Toys for Life game coming out. I know that.
Toys for Life?
Yes.
Toys to Life.
That's pretty shocking.
Whatever, Toys for Life.
But you don't need the toys to play the game? Is that what they say? I don't know.
We played it without the toys, so Maybe.
No. Yeah, that's that. If I had to short sell a game, it would be Starlink. Is that what it's called? Starlink.
Starlink, sure.
Yeah. I'd be shorting that.
Starfield is the Bethesda game.
Yeah. Starlink is
and Garfield is a cat.
As Shipwreck pointed out, great logo, fantastic logo, but well, actually, I don't know because we played. We saw that we played the Nintendo Switch version, and then later we saw the actual next, the PS4, Xbox versions. It looks like a totally different game. So I don't know. The Toys to Life part seems like a tough sell.